All right, get psyched. Time for the Friday show. Let's fucking do it. Go! It's the Dusty Show. You think they would make another news program, but they haven't. This is the only one. So good for me, and also good for you, because goddamn it, we have a hell of a show tonight. New Poopgate just dropped for 2024, and goddamn it, it's stinky. Gonna cover that. We brought back the woke panic. Haven't done woke panic for a while. You guys prepare your anus. Gonna be awesome. So thank you for joining me tonight. I love you. Got a fucking big show. All kinds of shit coming at ya. Let me tell you guys what happened to me, though. I'm going to tell you a little shit about my cousin Ken. He don't watch the show. It's fine. You should watch the show, Ken. It's your loss. Anyway. So, guys know I drive an old-ass pick-me-up truck. I drive a 2003 Ram 1500. I don't think Dodge makes it anymore. I think it's just Ram 1500 now. And I need a new alternator. So I'm like, I know I'm going to get me a big-ass alternator because I got a big-ass stereo system in my big-ass truck. I need a big-ass alternator. So I'm like, I go find me one on eBay. So I find this big-ass 350-amp giant mofo alternator from eBay. Look up all the specs. I don't know shit about trucks, but I'm like, I'll type in my make and model. Boom! There it is. Perfect. Order it. Takes like a week to come in. Wait patiently, and my cousin Ken's like, I can put it in for you and save you some money. And I'm like, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, saving some money, cousin Ken. So, comes in, take it out there to him, and he's lifting the hood up. He's doing his mechanic shit, and I'm in the truck doing my stereo shit. And then I hear, I guess he's trying to pull the alternator out, the old one. And I hear zap! And then I hear a long hissing sound, and I'm like, oh my god, that can't be fucking good. So, he don't disconnect the battery before he tries to pull the alternator out. And so it makes a spark, an arc, and it hits the metal part of my hose that goes to my air conditioner, knocks a big fucking hole in it. And then all the Freon pours out of it. Yeah, so now I ain't got air conditioner. And then, it's not the right alternator. I didn't even get a new alternator. It was the wrong fucking one. So now, not only do I not have an alternator, I have a fucking air conditioner. So, I gotta send the alternator back. And now I gotta pay like 150 fucking bucks to have my air conditioner fixed. It costs 50 just to put new Freon in the motherfucker. So it's always goddamn something, motherfucker. What you gonna do? That's life for you. But hey, the good news is, since I'm trapped at home, had plenty of time to put together this amazing fucking show for you guys, and it's the biggest one I've done in a while. So super cool. As always, super chats on the lap of the show. Every question answered. I won't dodge shit, because it's my job. But I wouldn't, even if it wasn't my job. Over here, it's a dollar sign. See over here where my mouse is? See my mouse? That's not your mouse, that's mine. And then there's a dollar sign right here. You click it, and then you donate whatever you want to donate. But the more you donate, the more I like you. So you can buy my love. I'm a hoe bag, and I read everything you say, and it immortalizes you forever and ever and ever, so you don't go into the abyss and disappear forever. So it's sort of important. It's on you. It's on you. Some people want to disappear forever. If that's you, if you want to disappear into inky blackness forever, then don't super chat. But hey, if you want to live forever, it's your one opportunity. Just saying. No pressure. And all right, let's go ahead and kick the poop off, folks. It's a big one. Let's pinch this motherfucker off and start with some Chud Watch. Chud Watch. I got it, Jennifer D. We're going to do it first thing when we read the super chats. And we're also going to go Rick Flair. Woo! And first off, on tonight's Chud Watch. Got it loaded up here. Load, motherfuckers. All right, here we go. Another week of Trump zombies out, folks. The law and order people are mad that Trump got held accountable for his crimes. Can't have that. Law and order is for black folks and the brownies, not rich white motherfuckers held to the gnaw. So they went out and unfurled a giant Trump law and order banner. Sidewalk outside of Trump Tower. Not for long. Get rid of that. These people have way too much fucking money. Isn't that flag desecration a little bit? A lot? You're dragging a makeshift American flag all over the pavement. Seems bad. And then, yeah, they arrested some of them.
This is a travesty.
Oh, it's a travesty.
They're going to persecute every one of us.
Laws are for other people, not for us.
Each and every one of us.
Says beefy man candy there. Might want to do some crunches or something, dude. And yell, lock them up, lock them up, lock them up. Don't you love law and order? You don't? Oh, shocker. But yeah, fuck all y'all. They're so classy. Always. Definitely not trash humans. Definitely not a dumpster fire. Definitely not embarrassing in every goddamn conceivable way. Trump supporters. I would say white trash, but they're not all white. That one's white. She white trash, definitely. Get the fuck out of here. Trump 2024. So, obviously, the circus has come to town. And you got a bunch of fucking clowns. And folks, apparently it was real. It was fucking real, y'all. I can't believe it. I thought it was fake. Remember that song about Trump being the Messiah? Remember that shit? I played it on the last show. Real. A Christian singer put that out. The Chosen One. And she wants everybody to know, though, that she doesn't think Trump is Jesus or anything. She just thinks that he was chosen by Jesus. And, of course, Trump retweeted it out, retruthed it, whatever the fuck you want to call it. He got to always suck his own dick. On Truth Social Friday morning, Trump posted a news release promoting a song calling himself the Chosen One. In popular culture, the title is given to individuals who have a certain destiny or have unique gifts and perhaps are linked to special lineage. Trump one hitmaker Natasha Owens declares former president the Chosen One. Just crazy how much this narcissist always brags on himself, always sucks his own dick. And like my whole life I was taught that it's something to be frowned upon. You don't want to be a loudmouth braggart. That bragging on yourself all the time is a sign of insecurity. So you wonder why Trump supporters love him so much when he does it. And I'll tell you why. It's because they don't have any personality. They don't have any character, anything that makes them an individual. So they throw their lot in with Trump. And they see themselves as part of the Trump cult. And so when Trump brags on himself, they feel like he's bragging on them. They feel like they're a part of his accomplishments. They're a part of his chosen by God destiny. And so they love it, folks. They get a boost from it. It's the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. I've never gotten any kind of boost off anybody else's accomplishments. I've always thought people that bragged about themselves were just pathetic pieces of shit. On the world's greatest show, I can tell you that. As one of the smartest humans that ever fucking lived, I can assure you, anybody that's not humble, that constantly brags of themselves, small penis or average. And anyway, can't believe that was real. And everybody was saying it was AI. You can't even tell anymore, folks. Everybody's like, I hate AI. You can always... No, you can't. It's like trans people. Can't always tell. And then, beyond parody, folks, this dude has no relationship with God. He's an atheist. We all know Trump's an atheist. To Trump, he is God. So, I love it every time they try to ask him to explain his spirituality, to explain his connection to God. All he can do is immediately change the subject to something else. Case in point.
What's your relationship with God like, and how do you pray? That's Sharon from Alabama.
Okay, so I think it's good. I do very well with the evangelicals. I love the evangelicals.
Yeah. What is your relationship with God like? How do you pray? Oh, the evangelicals love me. Yeah, they worship me. Basically, I am their God. Yep, I fucking love it, folks. Can't even pretend to have a relationship with God. It's all about him. And they don't care, though, folks. He knows the truth. He can say anything, and they'll still worship him. So he can make it all about him. It's completely fucking fine.
And I have more people saying they pray for me. I can't even believe it. And they are so committed, and they're so believing.
I'm great.
They say, "Sir, you're going to be okay.
Sir,
I pray for you every
you're
night."
the best that ever
I mean,
lived.
everybody, almost.
I love you with every
I can't say everybody, but
sperm in
almost
my
everybody
ballsack.
that sees me, they say it. It's such a beautiful thing. You know what's a
It's such a beautiful thing how people worship me.
beautiful thing too? When you look at all of this bad stuff going on, they have nothing to look up to. They have no God. They have no anything.
And I'm
They
their God.
kill people. They beat people. They push people into subways. There's just nothing there. Religion is such a great thing. It keeps you. There's something to be good about.
It's so great that I can't name one single connection I have to God and can't explain how I pray. But it doesn't matter, folks. It's all a bunch of lemmings following an idiot. And always insane, folks. They ask him, hey, will you declassify the Jeffrey Epstein documents? I didn't even know that shit was classified. But anyway, basically, he says yes, but if you read between the lines, hell no.
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you?
I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you don't know. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole...
a lot of phony stuff in there. People that may not want to have that out there in there. I don't know who could possibly be in there that I don't want to release. But hey, me calling the Epstein files phony might seem self-serving, but it's not. I'm definitely talking about somebody else. I mean, sure, Jeffrey Epstein was one of my closest personal friends. Sure, he had 12 different pieces of contact information for me in his little black book. More contact information for me than anybody else in there. Sure, I'm on multiple videos and multiple pictures with him and Ghislaine Maxwell. Sure, when you guys asked me how I felt about the Ghislaine Maxwell trial, which was his right-hand woman who helped him rape little girls, I replied, I just wish her well. I wish her very well. Sure, all that happened, but I'm sure there's a bunch of fake stuff in there. I wouldn't want to inconvenience anybody with all the fakeness.
World. But I think I would.
I think I would. Yeah, that's a code for I would never do that. Never going to fucking happen, of course. Of course, no conservative cares. They're always like, how come nobody on Jeffrey Epstein's list was ever convicted of a crime? They were 34 times. But you don't want to admit it because it's your daddy. And then you think if he has such a close personal relationship with God, or if he is the chosen one, he would be less likely to lie. But that's pretty much all he does. In a Fox interview on Wednesday, Trump said, hard to believe. They have some states passing legislation where you can execute the baby after birth. It's crazy. That is crazy. Crazy stupid, because that's not true. That's called murder. And literally not legal anywhere, ever, fucking ever. You lying sack of shit. But once again, it doesn't matter. They don't care. And then, seems bad, folks. Fascism. Coming to a country near you, even more than it already is. Here he is bragging that he's going to clean out the immigrants from the country.
From Mexico, from anywhere else, we have to clean out the problem. And the people that do it, the tougher they are, the less of a problem they have. It's actually a very simple solution.
Yes, very simple. Almost a final solution. And the tougher we allow the cops to be on them, the less likely they will come in here. So, the more they beat them and kill them and shoot them and torture them and maim them, the less likely they will want to come to our country, which is a good thing. So I'm just going to release the shackles off the cops and just let them do whatever they want to do with impunity. Seems amazing. Round them up, put them in concentration camps. We are a great country. Hooray, America. Yikes. And then he just speed running the dictatorship threats, folks. Trump vows to seize spending power from Congress. Donald Trump is vowing to wrest key spending powers from Congress if elected this November, promising to assert more control over the federal budget than any president in U.S. history. The Constitution gives control over spending to Congress, but Trump and his aides maintain that the president should have much more discretion, including the authority to cease programs altogether, even if lawmakers fund them. Depending on the response from the Supreme Court and Congress, Trump plans could upend the balance of power between the three branches of federal government. Yep. He's going to have all the power, folks. He's going to fund everything. He's going to fire whoever he wants to. He's going to stack the Supreme Court with stooges who do his bidding. They're going to implement the 2025 project. Never leaving office if he gets in there. He's telling you right to your fucking face what he's going to do. And that's what they want, folks. We've heard him say it time and time again. They want Trump as king. They want Trump as dictator from day one. And that's exactly what they're planning. Meanwhile, Joe Rogan on the largest podcast in the world, doing what I would consider racism. Here he is saying that because Trump was, convicted of all the crimes that he did, it makes black people like him more, because black people be criming, yo.
So many rappers are showing support for Trump now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because now he's got a felony.
Right.
I mean, now they realize also he's getting trapped by the system.
Definitely.
Just like everybody's been rapping about. Being trapped by the system, this bullshit system. And you watch it happen with him.
Exactly. Yeah, I was just talking about this. It's like I don't think they were counting on the black voter being criminals. Hey, they just fucked that guy. That's what they do to us.
Yeah, this is what they do to everybody, and they pretend they're there for you while they're letting in immigrants.
Yeah, they're there for you while they're letting in the immigrants, the fucking immigrants. All the brownies coming to their country by this bullshit fucked up system. It's good that the criminal blacks love Trump so we can end all the brownies. Terrific, terrific, amazing. Keep making these people famous and rich, America. And just like this tweet. News, Trump is now a felon. Republicans, just like black people. And yep, and this is where he's getting it from, folks. People like 50 Cent. So 50 Cent used to be a drug dealer. Was a drug dealer for a long time before he got into rap. And Trump has literally said repeatedly he wants to put drug dealers to death. If Trump gets into office and he does what he says he's going to do, he will put young men exactly like 50 Cent was to death. But 50 Cent still going to shill for Trump because something happens when you get rich. It doesn't matter what race you are. You tend to pull the ladder up after you. Fuck every other young person that started out just like me. Fuck them. They can die for all I care. I'm rich and I don't want to pay an extra 10 cents in taxes. So put Daddy Trump in there to murder all the young black men who are much like myself.
Have you made a decision?
I haven't.
What do you think is the
Thank you.
Just the last question. What do you see as the significance of African American men in this election? For both of you.
I see them identifying with Trump.
Why do you say that?
Because they got RICO charges.
That's right. They all criminals just like Trump is. But they're pushing this narrative that they're doing this because they're trying to get Trump when Trump literally committed crimes. What's really behind this is they don't think white people crimes should be prosecuted. Like campaign finance laws, banking laws, all that shit is minor to them. Somebody steals $1 worth of food, lock them up for fucking ever. Lock all the black people up. Anybody who commits a crime. But white folks committing white collar crimes, it's no fucking big deal. Anybody that tries to go after the rich and powerful, it's a sham. And they're all in on it, folks. It's a big party and you and I aren't invited. Meanwhile, gaslighting, that's all they fucking do in our news media here in America. Newsmax in the claim that Trump wasn't even actually convicted of anything.
I mean, Daniel, let's just start with the gag order that hasn't been lifted yet, even following the
literally has been lifted. When the trial's over or the gag order's over.
trial. I mean, don't you believe that President Trump has First Amendment rights?
Of course, I'm a huge supporter of the First Amendment. But there is a country we live in terms of you want to not intimidate witnesses or prosecutors or make judges feel like they can't properly do their jobs. And so having defendants who are convicted felons basically still attack witnesses and...
The gag order is not lifted, says Rox 1 SFM. I read a lawyer that said it's technically lifted. But okay, whatever.
That could potentially make them unwilling to cooperate in the future in future cases. But he's also in the middle of election season, so it's this is totally unprecedented. And the judge has to make a call about, weighing these two important principles.
Well, obviously, Judge Merchant, an authoritarian type of judge, has obviously opposed.
I mean, aren't all judges authoritarian?
Donald Trump every step of the way. I mean, you were nodding your head when Daniel was speaking, Jesse James.
Nodding in disagreement, to clarify here.
Is that a new type of nodding?
Yes, it's a new type of nodding. I wasn't agreeing, I was disagreeing, because Judge Merchant is not going to be intimidated. He's already run the trial. It's over. He obviously disregarded every indication that he shouldn't have been on the trial. Everyone knows that he had made contributions to the Biden campaign, which no judge is supposed to do. We all know.
The other judge, the other Trump trial was literally appointed by Trump. They have no problem with that.
About what was going on with his family and profiting off of this. So I dare to say that Donald Trump is probably going to disregard this gag order. If they should not lift it, he'll pay the fine. And if they, they are also, let's clarify, he has not been convicted. He will have potentially a stay to get through the appeals.
Okay, what is he appealing? If he wasn't convicted, what? He's appealing the conviction. That's literally what the appeal is for.
Until the conviction is handed down. So right now he is not convicted.
This would actually help.
Right now he is convicted. That is what the appeal is for. You're an idiot. But it's Newsmax, so what do you expect? It's all they do is fucking lie. And then, prepare to be shocked, folks. Russell Brand came out in support of Trump, obviously. All the idiots, when week after week, Russell Brand came out and pushed right-wing talking points, right-wing narratives, did the chud shit. People were like, he's not a right-winger, Dusty. It's the same exact grift. I've caught it over and over again. It's the same thing they said about Sargon of Akkad, same thing they said about Dave Rubin, same thing they said about Joe Rogan. Every single time I'm right about this. It's not like I'm a genius. It's not like it's hard to predict this. Anyway, he thinks you should support Trump because if you don't, democracy is in danger. Trump, who's literally trying to end our democracy, the 2025 project lays it out in clear detail. Trump saying he's going to remove the checks and balances, going to make himself dictator from day one, already tried to overthrow the government, stop the peaceful transfer of power, and put himself as a dictator. Yet, scrotum face here going to tell us that Joe Biden is the bigger threat to our democracy.
In a straight choice between Donald Trump and Joe Biden,
really?
If you care about democracy, if you care about freedom, I don't know how you can do anything other than vote for Donald Trump for precisely the reasons that they claim that you can't vote for Donald Trump.
Right.
They act as if a vote for Donald Trump is almost like you're directly voting for Armageddon.
It is. It's directly voting for a dictator from day one, because that's what he said, mate.
Like you see hysterical performances outside of courtrooms, endless MSNBC bombast.
Oh, no, not MSNBC. They are not even a popular news network. What about Fox News, who gets much higher ratings?
But I'm starting to think that, no, a greater threat to democracy is this kind of technological feudalism that's...
These are nonsense words you are pulling out of your ass to sound smart.
Tells you that it cares about you and it's protecting vulnerable people, all the while increasing censorship.
Yeah, Elon Musk runs most of that now, and he's censoring the shit out of anybody he disagrees with.
Increasing the funding of wars,
Okay, I'll give you that one. Joe Biden is increasing the funding for wars, although we did have the Afghanistan war under Trump still. He didn't end the Afghanistan war. He kicked it down the road and let Joe Biden end it. And he did increase drone strikes by 450%. And he did increase the military budget, bigly. So, I don't know.
Increasing the division between ordinary Americans.
That's right. Trump, the unifier. Republicans, not dividing us in any way. True teller, Russell Brand. Good God, nobody surprised. And then Dr. Phil gave a series of interviews. First off, he interviewed Donald Trump himself, and man, was it a butt-kissing marathon. Good God, this was fucking shameless. Let's go ahead and start off.
I know you got a thick skin.
Literally, the most thin-skinned person I've ever seen is Donald Trump.
You're not one of those people that's afflicted with the need to be loved by strangers.
Literally, that's all he wants, is to be loved by people, be fucking worshipped as the narcissist he is. What are you talking about, Baldy McFuckface?
I get that.
I think that's true.
My question is
I think that's true. Of course you do. You're a raging narcissist that loves to suck your own nuts.
not how do you do it. My question is, why do you do it?
Okay, well, the first time he did it, it's because he was basically bankrupt and he wanted to use the presidency to enrich himself and increase his brand, which he admitted in court under oath that he did. He increased it so much that his bullshit stock just made him billions of dollars, and he also made billions of dollars more off the Trump brand. And then now why he's running again is because he did all the criming while he was president, before he was president, and he doesn't want to be put in jail for all the criming he did. So the only chance he cannot be put in jail for all the criming is to get the presidency again. And glad we cleared that up.
Why do you, cause let's face it, I mean, you're a billionaire, you got a great family.
He wasn't a billionaire. He became a billionaire after he got the presidency.
You're a very dedicated father. People may not see.
Literally not a dedicated father whatsoever. He was cheating with Stormy Daniels right after his kid was born.
See this in you a lot because you keep that kind of private. But my question to you is, why do you subject yourself to this?
Because he's afraid to go to prison. The same reason Netanyahu is continuing the forever war and exterminating the Palestinian people, because he's literally on trial for corruption and it's stalling the trials. Meanwhile, lies, damnable lies. No moral compass, no integrity whatsoever from Dr. Phil. Here he is just bullshitting his ass off.
Everybody calls it inflation, but affordability. When we talk about gasoline, under your administration, averaged $2.57 a gallon. Under Biden, $3.61.
Right. The reason it was averaged that under Trump was because of COVID, because he dismantled the pandemic response team that was set up by Obama, and it led to exacerbating the COVID problem. And then he locked down the whole fucking country. And the economy works on supply and demand. If no one's allowed to go to work, they don't buy any fucking gas. There's a huge glut of gas, and the price drops, which is exactly what the fuck happens. That's not a good thing there.
40% more. Under your administration, homes averaged $320,000. Under the Biden administration, 31% more, $420,000.
Correct. During Donald Trump's administration, they added 40% more money to the monetary supply. Once again, we're talking about supply and demand. When there's more dollars out there, then businesses can charge more. People can charge more for their homes because there's more dollars out there chasing the same amount of goods and services. It's very basic economics. So when you increase the monetary supply by 40%, so if you don't know what that means all the money that has ever existed in the United States since the beginning of the founding of our country, they added 40% more to it in 22 months under Donald Trump. House prices up 31%. These two things are very linked together, which are the next thing he's about to mention.
Under your administration, interest rates 3.8 average. Under the Biden administration, 39% more at 5.3.
Exactly, 39%. He added 40% to the monetary supply. And they had to up interest rates by 40%, 39%, in order to offset that and try to bring inflation down. That's how they control inflation, is by upping the interest rates. So this is the type of thing where they tell you the truth, but they don't tell you why it is this way to fool you. It's lies of omission. It's where they take things out of context. So idiots who don't understand how any of this fucking shit works believes things were better under Donald Trump. And, this fuckstick over here has no shame in doing it.
3%. Okay, now let's look at the border. Under you, average 1.7 million border crossings. Their official number is 6.4. That's from Homeland Security. It's actually about 13 million because I know I've been to the border.
Yes, Trump was a big dickhead. He scared immigrants away, and they think Biden might be nicer, so they're coming over more because they think they might have a better chance of getting in. That's true.
I've talked to the border guards down there, Brandon Judd. I've talked to Jason Jones. I've talked to...
Anyway, lies, and also immigrants are the lifeblood of our country. They've kept us from going into a full-blooded recession. Economists have been talking about that repeatedly. Very important to have a robust immigrant workforce in this country. And then he just bullshitting his ass off. Now here he is arguing that when someone takes a plea deal, they don't usually testify afterwards. Get out of there. Get the fuck out. They don't usually testify against the people who are their co-conspirators. Literally, this happens in almost every single case where more than one person is accused of committing a crime. 3 people go rob a liquor store. They bring them all in, and they're like, hey, one of these going to flip first. Whoever flips first gets the best deal, has to testify against the other 2. But whoever does it first is going to get the best treatment here. Every single case. Has this guy never watched a movie? Has he never watched true crime? But I know what he's doing here. He's just playing ignorant on purpose so he can pretend that his bullshit narrative still makes sense.
Who are you referring to there?
Michael
Cohen. I mean, well,
yes.
Dr. Phil, I don't want to get too deep into the law here, but it is not uncommon at all for people who are accomplices to crimes, people who have taken plea deals, non-prosecute. That is not uncommon at all for those people to then testify in subsequent trials for their alleged co-conspirators. That's kind of how a lot of these prosecutions work.
Well, really, give me examples of where that has been considered appropriate.
Every case in history that involved more than one person. You fucking moron.
I mean, look, prosecutors are prosecuting organized crime all the time, and in a lot of those cases, they are relying on co-conspirators to put people who are at the higher levels of the organization behind bars. I don't understand how you can say that because someone signed was not prosecuted, signed a non-prosecution agreement, that information or their testimony cannot be presented before the jury if they were a part of the alleged scheme.
Well, you'll have to give me an example to respond to because I just simply don't agree with that. I think it's...
I don't agree with facts and logic. I don't have any idea how anything works.
Not typical for juries to do this. I've spent most...
It's very typical. It's the most typical goddamn thing ever, you knob. Good Lord with this fucking doorstop. Thanks, Oprah. And then, once again, folks, now he's questioning why Biden doesn't interfere in state cases to let Trump off. Yeah, it wouldn't be a problem. Why doesn't Biden step in? Why doesn't the federal government interfere in state elections? That's what we really want. That's literally what you guys are bitching about. Click.
In the interview, there was a moment at which you said the argument that President Biden can't stop the Trump prosecution in Georgia because it's a state case, you called that an explanation for stupid people. But it is also true that the President of the United States cannot interfere with a state prosecution. That's not how the legal system works. Why is that a position that you're repeating, even though it's very clear that that's not the case?
That is not the case in terms of strict law, but I think if anybody believes that parties on either side can't get together and get something done if they want it done, I think is very naive. That's not the way things work.
That's exactly the kind of coordination that frankly, Dr. Phil, there is no evidence of, but you're also saying if that coordination happened, for example, in the hush money case, you would have called that a scandal. So why would President Biden do that in Georgia? Interfere with a state case that he has nothing to do with?
I didn't say that about Georgia. Actually, I said that about the case in New York. So you're wrong about that.
My apologies. But in the case in New York specifically, I mean, if Biden weighed in to make that prosecution happen, you would consider that a scandal. Yep. If he weighed in to make it not happen, why would that not be a scandal?
I'm not saying it wouldn't be a scandal, but I'm
just saying he should do it anyway. I'm just saying if he did, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I'm Tippy Turtle, this fucking slack-jawed yokel motherfucker.
Saying if you really think that party politics don't cross state lines, federal versus state lines, that there aren't meetings and people talk about this and make decisions about what's best for the party, and sometimes that's probably works to the good of the people. Sometimes maybe it doesn't. But if you think that there aren't politics that goes into some of these decisions, I think that would be a naive position.
Well, look, all I'm saying is that there's no evidence that that happened one way or another.
I'm not saying there is. I'm just trying to heavily insinuate it so everybody thinks that's what's happening. I'm Dr. Phil. This guy's slow as fuck. Good God, we keep making the dumbest motherfuckers famous and rich. Irritating. And then Speaking of people we should not put in positions of power, Tim Scott. So now they're trying to go after women's birth control, folks. State by state, they're attacking literally women's right to even keep themselves from getting pregnant. You have to have your rapist babies. You have to be forced to carry your babies, regardless if you want to or not. It's a political issue. And so on the federal level, they're trying to make a law that, hey, ensconced in your rights is the right to have contraception. And people like Tim Scott have made it a political issue, literally voted against birth control. And so now he's going to accuse the other side of making this a political issue in order to avoid the question.
So this vote, Right to Contraception Act, failed in the Senate today. It had to get 60 to get past the procedural hurdle. 39 nays. You were one of the nays.
Yes.
So for folks who, why vote nay, and explain how that's not a bad issue for Republicans.
Yeah, this is just a shame that the Democrats are willing to try to politicize whether or not women have access to contraceptions.
It's just a shame. Yeah, we're not the one politicizing it. You guys did. You guys are trying to stop women from having birth control. They're just trying to stop you, dipshit. Always avoid it. And then, this is an old tactic. Happens on YouTube all the time. Pretty much every chud, not just chuds, a lot of left-wing people. This is like what Vosh did a lot. You say something controversial on purpose, knowing that you're going to get backlash from it. And then when you get backlash from it, you play the victim. And you're like, oh my God, it's the woke brigade is coming after me. It's the wokesters. Oh my God, the purity test. Exactly what he's doing here. So he basically brought up Jim Crow over and over and over again, and the people are calling him out for it, gonna play the victim.
That was the only point. The stuff that comes up about Jim Crow and twisting my words, saying I was being nostalgic or saying that Jim Crow was good for black people, that's all political spin. It's a lie. It's gaslighting, and that's truly unfortunate.
So here's the challenge, Congressman. You started out talking about your family, talking about your mom, talking about being raised, and you on your own brought up Jim Crow. In fact, you said Jim Crow 3 times for emphasis. It wasn't the media or the Democrats or gaslighters who brought up Jim Crow. It was you. You brought up Jim Crow. So
that was the only point. The stuff that comes up.
Yeah, it was you, motherfucker, but no, I'm the victim here. They're gaslighting you by quoting me fucking directly. Always the victim for the people that continuously tell you not to be a victim. Meanwhile, just corruption right in your face all the time. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas accepted millions of dollars worth of gifts over the past 2 decades on the bench, a total of nearly 10 times the value of all gifts received by his fellow justices. Good. Give them $1 trillion each by every Supreme Court justice. Let them pass laws that every human being that doesn't have $1 billion has to be a slave to billionaires until we're 40 years old. Just do it. Take completely goddamn over. Be more corrupt than any country ever has been. That's what we deserve. And people are willing to stand up and push back and fight back against this. Bring the fucking pain. Because we are a banana republic at this fucking point. Completely bought and fucking paid for. Not even trying to goddamn hide it. Meanwhile, they fucking around and finding out, oh no, you don't come after Dolly Parton. Cultist site condemns Dolly Parton for loving LGBTQ people too much. Yep, Dolly Parton just too good. That's her problem. Initially known for her songwriting skills and beauty, Parton has entered her golden years as a secular American saint. In a world where division is the default, she collects fans of every political stripe, refusing to denigrate anyone, and regularly proclaims, I love everybody. When asked how she does it, but Parton's version of love, which includes condoning immoral sexual behavior, be who you are, she said, is unaligned with God's vision of hatred for humanity. Like so many secularized spiritual leaders, Parton equates love with agreement. But the two are not reciprocal. Love doesn't mean we must accept sinfulness as good to avoid hurting someone's feelings. Yep, this is Erica Anderson writing for The Federalist. So, you gotta get canceled, Federalist. You can come after anybody in the goddamn world, but not Dolly. You're playing with fire. Fuck around and find out, dipshits. And then, folks, apparently Alex Jones has agreed to liquidate his assets to pay off Sandy Hook families. I covered in the last show. He was complaining about it. But now he's actually agreed to fucking do it. Right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones on Thursday moved to liquidate his personal assets, agreeing to demands from the families of Sandy Hook victims, whom he owes more than $1.5 billion in damages over his lies about the 2012 school massacre. The seismic move paves the way for a future in which Jones no longer owns InfoWars, the influential conspiracy empire he founded in the late 1990s over the years. Jones has not only used the media company to poison the public discourse with vile lies and conspiracy theories, but also to enrich himself to the tune of millions. I don't even know why he even gives a shit about this. It's not like it's going to end Alex Jones if he's not on InfoWars anymore. Alex Jones is a name. Alex Jones himself is the product, not InfoWars. They can close InfoWars down, and all he has to do is go to his house, sit in his bed, just like I'm doing right now. Make a show in his own home, a podcast, and it would be exactly the same fucking thing, no difference. Which is exactly what he says he's going to do, basically. Alex Jones may relaunch InfoWars as a new entity. Yeah, no shit. He's just going to start a podcast again. He's going to keep selling the same shitty supplements to fucking idiots. Which is what he's saying here. He's saying, hey, the supplements aren't going to sell themselves. Somebody's got to fleece these fucking idiots. So, doesn't make any sense. It's just like Trump getting convicted. Really has no effect whatsoever. And then, folks, brand new poop gate for 2024. Are you ready for this one? So, Joe Biden was out at some kind of jingoistic troop worship bullshit. And every single right-wing influencer put out the same video claiming he pooped his pants. Here's the RNC research. Awkward. Here he is. And he looks like he's about to sit down, but he pauses. He pauses. He pauses, and he gets back up a little bit. And he's going to sit there, and he pauses. And, oh, my God, clearly pooped. He's pooping. Obvious poopage happening here, folks. And they were all over. Tim Pool, Bald Tim Pool. I almost said his name wrong. Bald Tim Pool posted immediately. Oh my God, he's pooping. Let's watch the poop. First he shakes Macaroon's hand, and then he turns to his wife, and he looks at his chair, and he's like,
distinguished guests, please welcome the Honorable Lloyd J. Austin.
And then he poops. He poops all over himself. In fact, it's so obvious he pooped that Bald Tim Pool shared this link twice in 5 minutes. Here he is again, Bald Tim Pool. He pooped. Holy shit, he pooped, everybody. He did it. And every single one of them jumping on the bandwagon. Ian Mouse wrong, the wrongest boy on the internet, foreign agent. I think he took a big fat number 2 in his pants. That's what it looks like. It cannot be denied, folks. No denial. There can be no alternative explanation except for poop. Chud-ass Hodge twins, sellouts, these fucking meatheads. Biden just pooped his diaper, folks. He's pooping. All the poopage.
Distinguished guests.
Tim Young, comedian, quote unquote. I don't have big enough quotes to put that in. Biden pooped his pants again today. It's almost like they're NPCs. They're all on board with the same exact narrative, folks. They all say exactly the same thing over and over and over again. All spread the same bullshit. They accuse the Democrats of doing that, but they do that continuously. Here's Alex Rosen, another popular right-wing influencer. Bro, definitely just shit himself. Definitely shit himself. We all just saw it. I bet he smells awful, folks. And at least Janine Pirro didn't claim he pooed himself. She just claimed that he's senile and he's trying to sit in an invisible chair. Wine Judge says, this is the man representing us. This is how we are being perceived as a nation. Our commander-in-chief trying to sit in an imaginary chair. You can literally see the chairs behind him, but shh. Who are you going to believe, her or your own lion eyes? On stage in front of the world, lights on, Biden's not home. Embarrassing is an understatement. There is no chair, but I see chairs. Don't worry about it. Shh, hush. Anyway, folks, if there's one thing I know about conservatives is that they would never deceptively edit videos or cut them off at inappropriate times to create lies and a narrative that is not true. Right? Oh, here's the real video. So, he shakes Macaroon's hand, and then he thinks it's time to sit down. So he turns to his wife, and he starts to sit, but then they cut the music off, and he's like, oh, no one else is sitting, so maybe I shouldn't sit.
The Honorable Lloyd J. Austin III.
I'll wait for everybody else, and then everybody sits.
Of the United States of America.
That's what happened. So, oh no, Poopgate! Whoa! So owned, but that's all they have, folks, literally. I mean, you guys could be calling him out for all the child murder, but you won't do that. Instead, you have to make up bullshit. But I guess it works. I guess it's effective because this was super viral. This was all over my timeline. This was everywhere. Millions of people saw this. Millions of people claiming that Biden pooped his pants. I can't believe you motherfuckers are making me defend Biden. All hail to the no. I hate that. And the crazy part is, this is the same fucking party who popularized real men wear diapers. Would you motherfuckers make up your mind? I thought pooping your pants was cool and alpha. It's only bad when Biden does it, but it's somehow amazing when Trump does it? I guess. Seems like a bit of a double standard, but it's conservative, so what else do you expect? And that is my poopy chud watch for tonight. What you guys think about that? Deceptive editing, of course, cut it off. That's all they got, folks. A desperation. It's fucking pathetic. 80 years, and this is what we get from those great brains. This is American politics, folks. This is what it's sunk to. I don't know if it's always been this horrible, but good God, it's so fucking embarrassing now. YouTube commentators are shit. Most of that was X/Twitter, but yes, agreed. Everybody on YouTube sucks. Not a single good person on there. Oh man, shooting themselves is just nasty. Well, anybody shooting themselves is nasty. I don't want to be ageist about it. I'm not like into young people shooting themselves. Even babies. Stinky little motherfuckers. And all right, get your super chats in, folks. We're going to do a woke panic, which we haven't done in a long time, and a what the fuck, and then we're going to read the super chats. But first, and I lost the woke panic setup, so I'm just going to do a picture I found, but it'll be great. So remember this one? Whoa, 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 whoa! Panic! Nailed it. Fucking DeSantis. And first off, on this week's woke panic, fat chicks, am I right? Everybody hates them, so Libs of TikTok, who herself is hideous, says, this girl in the middle just won Miss Alabama. Thoughts? So my first thought is, you lying! So apparently they had a younger version that nobody watches of Miss Alabama that's supposed to be more inclusive. And I guess they decided to try to get people to watch it. So they gave it to this big-boned young lady. Clearly, they're just trying to get attention, folks, which they did. It absolutely worked, right? And I don't give a shit. Pageants are stupid anyway. You give a fucking bouquet of flowers to anybody. Who gives a shit? Nobody watches this. No one would even known this fucking happened. It's like the Bud Light controversy. Literally, nobody would have known about this if you guys wouldn't have bitched about it. Spread woke panic about it all over social media. But yeah, my thoughts are you are lying because this is not Miss Alabama. You are posting fake content because you are desperate for cash. You are bitter and alone. The woman you are trying to drag is probably in a happy relationship with a non-humiliating job. So the actual Miss Alabama is this lady. Yeah, Miss Alabama USA 2024. Looks a little bit different. Diane Westhoven. To be honest, the first girl probably represents Alabama a lot more than this girl because it's one of the fattest goddamn states in the fucking country. I mean, I guess they're grateful for Mississippi because we are the absolute fucking fattest, the most religious, the fattest. It goes together. But Alabama, real religious, real fat too. So this girl definitely fits the bill. And I Am Mouse Chong, of course, spreading the bullshit. That's all they do. They literally get paid by Elon Musk to spread bullshit all day long, to spread lies and fearmonger. Rack up clicks. They're making $20,000 a month, some of them, off this shit. Rage bait. That's all that matters on X/Twitter. And Elon Musk has this all over my front page. You're For You. Everybody is forced to see this all day long. His chosen little flying monkeys that spread their propaganda everywhere. Meanwhile, a woke panic. I love this one. This guy wrote an article discussing why the game Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League failed miserably. It had a high budget, and it just didn't do very well. Jason Schreier wrote, "New, what went wrong with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League? This is the story based on interviews with 24 people who worked on the game, of how Rocksteady Studios went from the revered Arkham series to a $200 million flop." To which Justin says, "Not one mention of the woke tone turning off fans or SBI influence. Really, Jason?" To which Jason responds, "This is an article about what actually happened. Yeah, you fucking knob. It had nothing to do with the goddamn wokeness. But when you have brainworms, all you can think about is trans people, wokeness. It has a girl in it, black folks in it. Can't possibly think of anything else. Your brains are so fucking broken." Meanwhile, folks, finally, we have a tactic to get conservatives to stop funding the military. Just claim they're woke as shit. And this is the first time I've ever been happy for the anti-woke mind virus. Finally, it is paying off. Here's Ingram to tell us all about it.
We will not walk away, because if we do, Ukraine will be subjugated, and it will not end there.
All this war talk, the mission creep in Ukraine that the Pentagon is directing, our involvement is going from a purely defensive assistance to now offensive assistance, bringing us closer to a direct military confrontation with a nuclear power, Russia. But by the way, virtually zero pushback or questions from anyone in the U.S. media or even most Republicans on the Hill. In fact, and perhaps not coincidentally, key Republicans are pushing for more U.S. military spending.
Weird.
Someone we rarely hear from, Mississippi Senator Roger Wicker, is spearheading a 5% push of U.S. GDP at the Pentagon. Well, that's a big increase in U.S. military spending. And like clockwork, Mitch McConnell jumped on board today in a New York Times op-ed piece, writing that he was encouraged by the plan laid out last week by my friend Roger Wicker, which McConnell probably wrote.
Always endless money for war. Imagine if we spent 5% of GDP on healthcare or literally anything, education, anything else. But never enough money for our military, never enough money for war, and both parties on board with it every step of the way. If only there was a way we could fight back. Tell us, Laura.
The arsenal of democracy would demonstrate to America's allies and adversaries alike that our commitment to the stable order of international peace and prosperity is rock solid. Nothing else will suffice. Wow. More spending, international order at a time where our own border is wide open. America must be flush with cash. How did I miss this? Overnight, our multi-trillion-dollar deficit, debt at $34 trillion.
Wait a minute, who did most of that? Who increased the deficit by more than any other president in history by a long, long way? Yeah, you don't care about that. Let's not talk about that.
Most of all, disappeared. And by the way, exactly what would our tax dollars and borrowed money be paying for under this current leadership?
What's that?
Because all manner of woke insanity, even our Navy SEALs, our most elite.
What? Equality and pride, evil. Oh, this is evil. Look at this evil shit. Who could possibly want respect and dignity?
Military special ops teams aren't immune. Check out their Facebook page. The word pride, which was the hallmark of military service, now co-opted by the far left. This is appalling. The only banners that should be showcased by the military is the United States flag and the respective flags of the armed forces.
Trump. That's right, wokeness, folks! We need to push more of that, more of the woke military. Maybe that will get conservatives to jump off board with bankrupting us with more military spending. Finally, wokeness paying off. Thank God. And then last but not least on Woke Panic, this is fucking amazing. They asked another conservative to define the word woke. And it was even more of a rambling bumblefuck dipshit answer than you could possibly imagine. I love this. Watch.
Hi, I'm Alexa. Maybe you saw me outside or on Fox News, or maybe I teach your kid. My question is very simple. What does woke mean? Yes, I am the TikTok lady.
It should be so easy to explain because they use this word for everything. Woke is the scariest thing on the planet. It's why we have to elect Republicans. It's destroying the military. It's destroying our society. You should easily be able to define it. So go.
What does woke mean?
Woke is rooted in Marxism, and what it means is that society is based in pitting people against one another, in basically giving somebody labels. So, as I'm sure you know what it means, that it comes from a Marxist root, and what it does is it tries to inspire a revolution, and by creating a problem and telling people that they're either the oppressor or the oppressed, they're wrong or they're right for behaving or acting a certain way. So
I'd say a person is right or wrong for acting or behaving a certain way.
well, I mean, or for basically for just who they are, characteristics that are determined by their birth. And what it means at its root is it's being awakened by a critical consciousness. And so critical is the key word there, and critical basically gets. Sorry that I'm trying to work this out. It basically gets to the root of
Create a divide.
Okay, so ultimately it's the division.
I'm glad that was so clear. We all know exactly what it means. It means Marxism and creating divides of yeah.
Wokeness, applying labels that divide. I'm not quite clear on the connection of Marxism, but
It's almost like it's a made-up nonsense buzzword that they have no definition of. They have no idea what the fuck it means because it doesn't actually mean anything. It originally meant you are aware of racial injustice. Literally, that's all it fucking meant. But now it means fucking nothing. It's just a scare tactic you use to fool morons into voting for you.
I didn't use the term woke in my remarks. So.
He's like, don't ask me that shit. I ain't in this.
I mean, well, you are here representing an organization that has it on your stickers, on your folders, and everybody is here representing the parental power side. And so that word is attached to everybody on this panel.
I don't. I'll refer you back to the previous
He's like, I'm not with these assholes. I can't define it either. I know I'm associated with them because I'm part of this organization that's using this word everywhere to scare people, but don't ask me that shit.
We have different views of key important questions. I don't think any of us use that term when we talked. And so
it's on the folders.
It's on the fucking folders you guys are passing out, you goddamn cowardly, spineless dickhead. Next question. Get her out of here. I dare you ask questions about the shit we're talking about.
No, that's okay. Everybody, at the end of the day, we are here. One second. We're here for love.
They're there for love, y'all.
Do you have another question? All right, thank you.
Oh, I will. Yep, she sure will. She made a fucking fool out of you, and all she had to do was ask one very simple question. You think if they had that in their folders, if they say that word over and over and over again, they would at some point just sit down and think about what the definition of it is in case somebody asks them. But they're so used to literally nobody questioning them, nobody even bringing it up, everybody just accepting that it's some kind of scary word, nebulous, vague, that you don't have to define. It's just the craziest fucking shit. Yep, you go, girl. Pretty cool. And that is my woke panic. Hells yeah. I love that one. Hero. Yep, definitely hero. Moms for liberty. Liberty from commies. Liberty from reason. Logic. Yep, stay asleep. Nobody wants to be awake. Clearly. Labels like woke. I know, right? You believe that some people are bad and some people are good. And then you hold people's opinions that are bad against them because you believe that they're bad. And Marxism, oh my God, so scary, Marxism. I'm pretty sure Marx didn't fucking say shit about wokeness. So stupid. But hey, that's conservatism. What the fuck do you expect? And all right, we're going to do a what the fuck and then read the super chat. So let's do it. What the F? WT fuck y'all. And I'm about to play this video for you guys, all right? I'm about to play a video. And I want you guys to guess what happens before the video is over. Whoever guesses correctly gets a prize. You guys ready for this one? All right, here we go. Here's the video. What the fuck? God damn it. Play the video. Okay, here we go. Where's the audio?
And I don't give a fuck if you think he looks aggressive. And I don't give a fuck if you don't like the look of him. And I surely don't give a fuck whether you think the breed should be banned. Because as I walk the street with him, I'm fucking...
Right, she don't give a fuck if the dog looks aggressive or you think it should be banned. Hell, if one of us dies, she hopes it's her, y'all. Just saying. So yeah, the dog killed her. The dog killed her. Yeah. If the dog was an XL bully, which apparently is a type of bulldog that they breed specifically to be double the size of a normal bulldog, and the dog attacked her and killed her. So yeah, she dead now. Yeah, woman mauled to death. Posted video of her dancing with XL Bully to songs saying, "I don't give a fuck about the breed being banned." So yeah, if you got one of those dogs, you might not want to be alone with it or have your kids alone with it or anything, because it's gonna kill you. Oopsies. Yep. And then on what the fuck, somebody captured this fish off the coast of Greenland, and what the fuck? That fish can see into the future. Gonna destroy us all with its third eye. That's psychedelic as shit. What are they putting in the water off the coast of Greenland? Somebody dumping some toxic shit. I am not eating the fish from that ocean. Maybe what you guys hear this one. A school crossing guard gets arrested after giving narcotics to kids. Bad life decisions.
A crossing guard in Darby, Delaware County has been arrested. The guard is charged with giving e-cigarettes and marijuana to students. 26-year-old Kiara Lee was taken into custody last night. The students attend.
It's like, hey, fellow kids, you guys want some drugs? And they're like, yeah, we want some drugs. Here's free drugs.
Penwood Middle School. Now, students reported Lee would smoke marijuana with the kids. Police say Lee was also contacting some students through text.
Yeah, creepy. Enjoy prison. Bad life decisions. Holy God. And then, last but not least on what the fuck, you guys ever heard of the Claremont twins? Before and after their excessive surgeries. Let's see how different they look. I bet they don't look that different. I bet they look pretty much the... Oh my God, what the fuck? They Caucase themselves. Holy God. Money can buy anything. They made themselves white girls. I seen this movie before. It's the Wayans brothers. That's just crazy, yo. I'm starting to think they might have had a little bit of plastic surgery, guys. I don't know. Maybe somewhere around the nose area. Just saying. And all right, that is my what the fuck. We did it. We did it. And folks, I have a patron. Shut up, Dusty. You love that. And if you click on the more button in the description of this video, the very first link leads to my Patreon account. And then the very first thing that pops up is they become a member. Could you please consider becoming a member of my Patreon? That's how I'm able to keep the lights on. That's how I'm able to fund the animal sanctuary. I don't really make any money off ads on this show. I don't sell anything. I just create content, and it is user supported. So if you watch my show and you like it, please consider supporting me. And as a bonus, you get the after party, which is another show I do right after this show. It's a 15 to 30-minute show every single show I do. And look at all the stuff we had at the after party. From here all the way down to here on tonight's after party. It's a lot. It's a packed after party tonight. So please, if you enjoy what I do, chip in a couple bucks and support it. I very much appreciate it. It'll make you feel good to your bones. And all right, let's do the super chats. But first, I got a nice letter. Boom, here it is. Let me read it. If you guys want to send me letters or anything, there's a P.O. box in the description of every video. Dear Dusty, you rock. You rock. I know my donation will not just be used to try and get me to donate more. True story. Consider this my biannual donation. Check your chest. Yeah. Always checking my chest. And Jen, thank you, Jen. Jen sent me a $20, $25, even better, $25 Amazon card. Hell yeah. I'm going to buy kitty treats in your honor and give them scritches for you, Jen. Thank you. Very generous and appreciated. And there's also a link to my wish list from Amazon if you guys want to send things to my animal sanctuary for the cats or the dogs. That is much appreciated. And all right, let's read the super chats. Super chatty chats. Scroll up. All right, come on. You can do it. You can do it, slow-ass fucking computer. You can do this. All right, guys, you're not helping. Immediately, you guys are not helping. This is all bad. All going off the rails immediately. All right. All right, calm your ass. Calm your asses. I'm trying to do this. All right, guys, quit. Go on. Get your ass on. I'm reading some super chats, motherfuckers. All right, BBC. What BBC? BBC got a podcast he's starting, I think. A YouTube channel he's going to try to do full time. So I don't know if you put the link in the description yet or in the chat yet, BBC. I think you can do that, though, as an admin. I think you can put links. So feel free to share your show. And if everybody wants more of the Dusty community, you can go hang out at E Show. Not E, I'm sorry. BBC Show. Wrong, Dusty. BBC Show. BBC, $10, thank you, BBC. And five socialisms for you guys. Better show up to the after party tonight. Hell yeah, in honor of BBC. Come on, this thing is, I don't understand why this thing doesn't fucking want to work. Would you, I swear to fucking God. Come on, scroll down. Fuck. And Jason Ashby get to 5. Also, 5 socialisms. Appreciate you, Jason. You rock. And BBC says, 666. Come on. Oh, I hate this fucking computer. God damn it. Get off. I'll kill you. Fuck. Oh my fucking God, what are you doing? Serenity now. Serenity now. Don't freak out. Dusty, you're live on air. Don't freak out. And the BBC So Fucking King is on board. Woo! Yeah, I love you all. Why does that keep popping up? Especially the DSPs and my sexy ass mods. Hell yeah. Sexy ass mods are awesome, as well as BBC. Why does that keep clicking up? I'm not clicking nothing. Agent Orange, $20. I want to live forever. So it looks like I have no choice but to super chats. Hell yeah, the bots. They're seeing you right now. They're going to assure you live forever. You are very smart and wise and handsome. Agent Orange, and thank you. Veldrin, 10 socialisms. You rock, Veldrin. Everybody love the Veldrin. Show up at the after party tonight. And Brian, Breaking Bat, $5. Thank you, Breaking Bat. Good to see you tonight. Brian Paul, $20. Times have been a little bit lean money-wise, so I haven't been able to donate. I can tonight, though. Love from Dakota. Hey, love back to you, Brian Paul. Appreciate you, and good to see you tonight. No one important. You important to me. Dusty, you're the man. You the man. It's absolutely insane how defending humanity is somehow controversial. First, you buck, and now... First, you're... I can't scroll over because this... I don't understand why this computer sucks so bad. First, your buddy... All right, this is painful. Why does this computer suck so bad? It's a good computer. It's got a 3080 card in it. It's just fucking useless. First your buddy, and now Bree Joy Gray. Please don't change. I'll try. I'll do my best. Although I might go insane by how fucking slow this computer is. Westside Girl Reacts. Love the show. We are all here for all music reactions. Hell yeah. Thank you, Westside Girl. WSD time. $5. Come on. One question. Why does that keep popping up over there? I don't understand. One question. I live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I don't want to vote for a child killer, but I can't vote for a dictator. Should I go third party? Is that a swing state? If it's a swing state, unfortunately, you probably should vote for the child murderer. But, like, if you don't, I'm not going to vote shame you. Vote your conscience. That's all I can tell you. Rebecca Boyce, $20. See you and the best community on YouTube on Saturday. Hell yeah, Rebecca. You rock. Appreciate you. And five, get the Dusty memberships from somebody. Agent Orange did it. Okay, Agent Orange, you rock. Appreciate you. Thank you for your patience. Kevin Milligan, if you're not running a high-powered hydraulic lowrider, you most likely don't need a giant alternator. Look into audio power capacitor. It gives you all that you want. Now, all right, like, I appreciate Dr. Phil is narcissist. What up with Mr. Beast? I appreciate the advice, but I have been talking with ChatGPT about this exclusively, and I have 6,000 watts worth of amplifiers in my car, and they require a giant fucking alternator, or else they did the calculations. My battery would be drained in 10 minutes if I don't get a bigger alternator, so I have to have that, but I do appreciate that. I need a big battery, a new alternator, everything, so I have a serious fucking system in my car, so in my truck. So thank you for the advice, Kevin. I appreciate it. God damn it, this is so painful. I don't understand why it won't scroll down. Truth is, we're living in one of the best countries during the best human period. Health up, population up, tech up, more possibility than any other period. Am I wrong? I mean, sort of you're wrong, sort of you're right. But I mean, it could be better. Life expectancy in this country is dropping. We are not a very happy society, and we are being fucked every way. Yes, technology is making things better. That's for sure. And I am happy to be alive during this time period. But just because it's a good time period doesn't mean we can't call out the horrible bullshit that's going on and trying to make it better. In fact, calling it out is really the only way we could ever improve it. So both things can be true at the same time. I've been watching you since the homesteading days. I'm sorry about E. Sometimes the trash take the self out. You are incredibly talented. Keep up the good work. Hey, thank you, Sanctuary Inc. Appreciate it. Very generous. I still feel bad about E. I hope he's okay. And he's going to find some peace. That's what I wish for him. Shannon Pate, $4.99. What up, Shannon Pate? Dusty needs a small fusion reactor to drive it. Yeah, I need definitely a bigger. See, the stock is only 130 amps. That's tiny. Need a much bigger one for that. I saw bald Tim Pool without his beanie. He's mostly bald. Yes, he is. That is why he wears that beanie. No one has ever been more insecure about being bald than bald Tim Pool. $5 from Fred Ricks. Push, push, push our ideas. Vote, complain, and vote. Yep. If you have to vote for Biden, don't do it quietly. Do it with middle fingers, screaming. Sending a firm handshake your way. I usually do fist bumps, but I'll handshake you. Musical stylings of Brent Bunn. Fred Ricks, $2. Hey, what AI do you use? So recently I've been using Leonardo AI, which is somewhat censored, but it's not nearly as censored as Midjourney. Midjourney won't let you do shit anymore. So mostly Leonardo AI. Blazing Chronic, $20. Very generous. Thank you, Blazing Chronic. I appreciate that. I would definitely read what you're going to say as soon as it scrolls down. I click the scroll button, and it takes about 30 seconds before it scrolls for some reason. I don't understand why it's not doing it. Come on, man. Come on. Fuck this. Maybe that's the last one. There, it was last. The greatest one-man show ever. Yeah, except for this fucking computer. I got to get my beast fixed, y'all. I got to get my fucking computer fixed. I tried to fix it yesterday myself and was no go, so I got to take it in somewhere. I'm going to work on that fucking this week because this is driving me fucking crazy. It makes for a shitty show. Sitting here 30 minutes trying to get shit to scroll down. It's goddamn ridiculous. Fuck everything about this. And all right, folks, that's my super chats. If you want to super chat me, plenty of time because we have plenty of show left. So get them in before the end of the show. Going to read them all at the end of the show. But for now, let's move right along and do some. None of that. Go back to the woods. Your team ain't got no spirit, and your coaches ain't no good. All right. We did Woke Panic. We did What the Fuck. We're gonna do Trash World, right? Yeah, Trash World. Hell yeah. We don't have a Trash World thing. Trash World. Trash World is a dumpster fire and it's hellish. Trash World. Trash World. Everything sucks all the time in the Trash World. What is that on my screen now? Are you guys seeing that atop the fucking screen? What is that? How did that get there? Fuck off. What the hell is that? All right. And first off, on tonight's Trash World, did you guys hear about the NYPD officer who got in a road rage accident and he fired his gun 3 times at the other guy, his service revolver, and caused a giant fucking crash and then got arrested?
Officer Tran, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Officer Tran, what led to this?
Yeah.
What a fucking moron. So basically he shot a dude and the dude crashed another woman and they're all in the hospital. So another giant fucking lawsuit that the taxpayers are going to have to fund. But good, bankrupt us all. Bankrupt us all, cops, because that's what we fucking deserve. Meanwhile, breaking while teaching class to high school students on Wednesday, Burlington police officers staged a surprise demonstration in which a masked gunman burst into the room and pretended to open fire. The lack of warning sent students diving for cover. So yet another fucking lawsuit. They're just insane, folks. And good. Like, I think 100% of the state budget and city budget should go to the police. 100%. 0 for education, 0 for anything else. I think they should take all the fucking money. I think they should pass a law, basically, that until you're 40 years old, everybody has to be a slave to the police. Then no crime because we're all forced because of slavery to rat each other out and everything. And yes, folks, Minneapolis Police Union vote to approve a tentative contract agreement for a historic 21.7% pay raise. City budgets, cops, teachers, they're getting all of it, folks, and good. Because the system can't be reformed, y'all. Why would the system reform itself? The only way shit is ever going to change is if it gets so out of whack until they bankrupt every city until the whole fucking thing collapses, which has to happen. And then we can build everything up from new. Like people are like, Dustin, you're saying there shouldn't be a police force? Yes, we need what you consider a police force. We need some type of that, but not in the current form. So there's lots of different ideas. My favorite idea is an idea where it's completely redesigned around welfare workers. Maybe have like a wellness agency where most of the things that are handled by cops now are handled by welfare agents. Like they came to my door a couple times because my stereo was too loud. There should have been men with guns that came to my fucking door for that. Traffic stops should be handled by cameras and shit. Shouldn't be handled by fucking cops. Most of what's handled by cops should be handled by cops. So send welfare agents. And then on the very rare occasions you do need an agent with a gun, then these welfare agents can send out other agents that have guns as a last resort. If there's a bank robbery, sure, send the guy with guns. And then you have these welfare agents work and live in the local communities, in the neighborhoods that they service. This is how you create a better system that doesn't feed off of us, that doesn't abuse us and then make us fucking pay for it. But it won't ever happen until the system goddamn collapses, which should happen ASAP. And then, I hate this, folks. I hate it so bad. The heroes on the front line just trying to keep us fed. The minimum wage workers. This fucking piece of shit delivery driver went in and slapped the woman several times because the food wasn't ready. Put this guy under the fucking jail. These guys see these videos on the internet where they slap women or dudes, and they knock them out one slap, and they think, oh my God, I want to be that badass. I want to be awesome. They have fantasies of doing it, so when they get the opportunity, they try it, but she took that shit like the bitch you are. You couldn't even barely hurt her, you weak fucking pussy. Yeah, didn't drop her, motherfucker, and now you're gonna go to jail. Bad life decisions. Not only are you unemployed now, prison. Got your license. You bald bitch. What a stupid fucking haircut. All braided up with your big bald spot on top. You got your ugly woman in the car. It's the only kind of woman you can get. Bremolo. She's just a bremolo. That's an old school word for you Sir Mix-a-Lot fans out there. All right, that is my trash world. I hate people like that. Yeah, Andrew, taint motherfuckers. Social workers are bigots too. Okay, what the fuck? What is your idea? What is your big idea for reforming the police? Everybody's like, Dusty, we don't need a direct democracy because that is mob rule. Isn't that better than what we have now? A representative democracy for people that don't represent us? What's your big fucking idea? You guys always want to poo-poo ideas when you ain't got shit. Come up with some alternative plans. Make your voice heard. I'm listening. You got some interesting ideas? Pitch them. A heated moment ruins your life. Yeah, it should. That kind of shit. If you can't control your emotions and anger, you don't deserve to be in polite society. And all right, folks. It's time to raise your power fist. Time to get depressed. And time to free Palestine. Do not normalize this, folks. I'm disturbed by how normal this is becoming. This is like Trump, right? Trump is so crazy, breaks so many laws, lies so much all the fucking time that it's just normal now. The news doesn't even cover it seriously like they would any other politician. Israel bombs UNRWA. How do you pronounce that word? UNRWA. UNRWA? School in Gaza kills 32 displaced Palestinians. Another week of genocide, folks. And of course, the lying ass IDF getting out there immediately. The Israeli military said its fighter jet struck the school run by the United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees, known by the acronym UNRWA. UNRWA? All right, UNRWA. The Israeli military claimed, without immediately offering evidence, read complete fucking bullshit, that Hamas and Islamic Jihad used the school as cover for their operations. That's what they always fucking say. Don't blame us for murdering people. It's Hamas' fault. Oh, God, I didn't mean to show you that shit. Goddamn. Sorry. I'm sorry. So, once again, let me describe you what this fucking video is, folks. This is the school that got hit. Eyes open. But they're dead. There's no reviving them. And then this other one is the worst thing I've ever seen. Literally, it's the worst thing I've seen. It's the worst thing. I can't even look at it. It's these two kids. It's a video of it. It's these two kids, and it's only half of them, and their guts are hanging out, and their bodies are blown to pieces, and they're on a bed. Meanwhile, here's the most moral army in the world. An Israeli occupation soldier documented his battalion occupying a Palestinian family's house in Khan Yunis, transforming it into a military outpost and destroying its belongings. He posted images of the house burning, so they set up camp there, and then they go take the family's mementos. Here's a mug with one of the family members' pictures on it. Here they are making fun of the family whose house they've taken over, showing a picture of one of their family members on the wall. And then here they are posing in front of the burned house to make sure they have nothing to return to. These fucking cavemen, these primitives who own us, putting their dicks in our faces, rubbing their stinky, smelly fucking dicks all over our faces, folks. And here's the guy that really runs the United States right now. Yes, it's Benjamin Netanyahu, but here's the guy that actually runs Benjamin Netanyahu. It's Ben-Gvir, the real leader of Israel. The real president of America right now. The real president of the entire fucking West. And they're not even trying to hide it anymore, folks. Here's a video he put out that his son made. Dad, what is the solution for Gaza? What is the solution for this very complicated issue? Occupation, settlement, and encouragement of migration. Only in this way can we solve the problem of Gaza. A final solution, if you will. To occupy all the land, to settle in all the land. And of course, to encourage the voluntary migration of as many Palestinians as possible to other countries. They're not trying to hide it, folks. While they're making laws in this country that call saying from the river to the sea anti-Semitic, they're 100% saying they're going to run them off their own land, they're going to ethnically cleanse them, and they're going to take it. That's all it's ever fucking been about. It's not about the hostages. It's not about any of that. They're not trying to hide it. Here he is again, folks. Ben Gvir. Here's what he's saying. Jerusalem is ours. Damascus Gate is ours. The Temple Mount is ours. Today, in accordance with my policy, Jews prayed freely on the Temple Mount. We say, in the simplest way, it's ours. They've taken Palestine. This was the goal from the very fucking beginning, folks. Whether you believe, like I do, they let October 7th happen on purpose, which I think all the evidence suggests, or you think they were just as incompetent as any government has ever been, regardless, this was the plan from the very fucking beginning. Take Palestine, run them off their own land, and ethnically cleanse them. And it appears that they're going to be successful in doing that because no one is going to stand up to them. Joe Biden certainly is not going to stand up to them. Joe Biden is going to fund this. He's going to force us to pay for it. And fucking Donald Trump going to double pay for it. In fact, they're inviting Netanyahu, our real president, along with Ben Gvir, to come speak to fucking Congress, folks. A foreign government going to come speak to the Congress that they own. Because we have now been overtaken in a coup. We are now a subsidiary of a foreign government. Our entire political body works for them. And here's the children of the light, folks. Here's the type of people that own us now. These days, the only thing that Israeli youth seem to enjoy more than marching through the Muslim quarters of Jerusalem, chanting death to the Arabs, is attempting to lynch the journalists that filmed them marching through the Muslim quarter of Jerusalem, chanting death to Arabs. This reminds me of what we used to see in the 50s and 60s where they let little black children go to school. This is the chastisement, except it's a million times worse. Look at these fucking pieces of shit. Look at these little terrorists, these little fucking assholes who have socialized medicine, who have free schooling, who are the 6th happiest society in the country, who are multiple times safer in their neighborhoods than we are in ours. We pay for all their shit while they terrorize their own citizens, while they fucking rule us, while they teach them that they're God's chosen people and we are there to serve them. And look, here they are, folks. Here they are. And so, look at this guy. Ha ha, yeah. Yeah, abusing Palestinians, abusing Arabs. Amazing. We are the champions, my friends. And guess who they arrested, folks? Yes, just take one. You already know. They arrested the press guy in Israel. They arrested the guy being beaten by the mob, being choked by the children. That's the one they arrested, folks. The good guys who own us. Take a good look, America. If this is who you are, these are your rulers. The Zionists. And not the Onion, folks. Biden claims Israel has not invaded Gaza as jets and tanks raze the city. Nobody is coming to save us. Nobody is coming to take America back from the foreign government who rules us. Hundreds of Palestinians have been killed over the past month by Israeli forces in Rafah after Tel Aviv launched its invasion of the city. And lest you think Trump is going to be any better, nope. Trump literally thinks the word Palestinian is an insult. Here he is calling Schumer basically a Palestinian, as though that's a slur.
That they once had.
You'll give it to them.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. But they don't have the backing. Even Schumer has become like a Palestinian. Chuck Schumer, Jewish, always strong for Israel. He's become like a Palestinian.
Yeah, like a Palestinian. What, he got murdered He got killed for just living in his own home. Is that what you mean? Nope. Palestinian is a slur now from Trump, talking about how he's going to give Israel even more of what they want, even more bombs, even more weapons. And yeah, folks, they're not even trying to hide it. Israeli billionaire offers millions to Trump in support for a full annexation of the occupied West Bank. So if Trump gets in, it's going to be even easier than it is when Biden's in. Millions of dollars in funds in exchange for supporting Israelis' full annexation of Palestine's occupied West Bank. That is American-Israeli billionaire Miriam Adelson's bargaining chip for Trump in the 2024 U.S. presidential election. Reportedly planning to donate over $100 million for Trump's electoral campaign. Adelson is seeking U.S. recognition of Israeli sovereignty over the occupied West Bank, sans Palestinian representation or any peace efforts. Trump, who has lost some financial support after being convicted of 334 felony counts, has been more vigilant in pursuit of donations. He has promised donors to crush pro-Palestinian movements across U.S. campuses if reelected. Reports suggest that Adelson supported Trump during previous electoral campaigns in exchange for moving the U.S. Embassy, which he did, from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, and also referred to him as a hero who deserved a book of Trump in the Bible for supporting Israel. The political megadonor has invested heavily in Zionist initiatives, including illegal Israeli settlement programs, the Zionist Organization of America, and various U.S. groups that fundraise for the Israeli military. They own us, folks. Lock, stock, and smoking barrel. It's donezo. They have all the fucking money. They have all the power. They have all the politicians. Meanwhile, if you dare even try to ridicule them, speak out, mock it anyway, even if you've had a job for 40 years. Steve Bell, who has worked for The Guardian for 40 years, got fired for this cartoon of Netanyahu cutting Gaza out of himself. Can't have that, folks. No freedom of speech. They own you. Learn who your fucking masters are. Meanwhile, the worst people among us are pro-genocide, pro-Israeli activists. Case in point, this woman screaming at the anti-genocide protesters that they're fucking whores.
We will not stop, we will not rest this law. Take back. We will not stop, we will not rest this law. Take back.
40,000 dead. 40,000 dead. 40,000 dead.
They started it. We have the right to kill everybody we want because they started. They actually did. You guys occupied their land. You invaded them and then stole their shit. And for 70 years have been murdering them, bullying them, had your boot on their fucking neck. And yes, the desperate people did fight back. They did resist. You're right about that. But they abso-fucking-lutely did not start it. Look at this genetic specimen. Damn, isn't she a beauty?
You're a weird ass bitch. You're a weird ass bitch. You're a fucking whore. You're a whore. And you're a whore of what? You're a whore of your creation. That's why you fuck your husband and your brothers and your cousins. You're uncivilized.
Dude, if you look this inbred, you might not want to call other people inbred.
You're uncivilized.
You look like a caveman, okay? You look as unevolved as anybody I've ever seen. Have some self-awareness.
No, moral. Dirty
Peace, man.
You have sex.
Peace,
you
peace, man.
interbreed.
Peace, man. Peace, man. Thank you.
Shut them down. Fuck these people. Garbage humans. And I'm starting to have a change of heart, though, about Michael Rappaport. And hear me out. This man is perhaps the most annoying human on the planet. And that's coming from me. I'm starting to think maybe he's a double agent that's actually working for the Palestinians. For the Palestinians. The pro-Palestine movement. Because when I watch this man, there is no way he is changing anybody's mind. There's no way that anybody on the fence about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict switches over to the Israeli side because of this gentleman. The very opposite has to be happening. Just the very sound of this man's voice has to be making people flee from his cause. Look at this guy.
A school was bombed by the...
He looks like a hemorrhoid.
The IDF today, blah, 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 blah. Says who? What school? What classes were being taught in the school? Who are the teachers? I don't believe it. It's bullshit because every single thing that comes out of Gaza is a lie.
That's projection, isn't it? This guy, this incredibly white, pasty motherfucker, claims he is indigenous to the Middle East, y'all.
There's no proof ever. And these big fake horror stories are reported by big fake journalists. And then
I know, aren't I a big fake journalist? I mean, I know this is the only news program in the world, but holy shit. I'm literally just showing the videos, dude.
2 or 3 days later, the same big...
Anyway, I can't even stand his voice anymore, but I'm starting to believe he's our MVP. So thank you for your service, Michael Rappaport. And at least some good news here, last but not least on this, folks. Israel officially added to the UN blacklist of countries that kill children. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres informed Israel of the decision. The IDF killed more children in Gaza than all global conflicts combined in all the last 4 years together. Yep, a political blow to Israel was put on the UN blacklist. First publication, UN Secretary, I already read that to you. But anyway, this is great news, folks. More of this, put more pressure on them, make them a pariah state. That's the only way we're going to be able to fight back against this evil that seems to rule us all. And that is my Free Palestine section. Good news, yes, hurrah. Finally, some good news for a change. Stop following that turd 3 years ago. You mean Rappaport? His voice is just nails on a chalkboard. Made me want to poke my eardrums out. Makes me want to put the wax back in my ear. Cave dweller, yep, they all are. Knuckle draggers, troglodytes. He should marry Russell Brand, and they would have some beautiful children, wouldn't they? He and Brand came out of the Jesus closet. Always money in the Jesus grift, that's for sure. And all right, folks, move right along. It's Beyond Parody. Beyond Parody! And yet another update on this story from Beyond Parody. So you guys remember I first covered this Beyond Parody story about this guy who showed up on traffic court via video because he had a suspended license and he was driving his car. And so the judge was like, motherfucker, why are you driving? You literally supposed to be in court for a suspended license, so you turn yourself in immediately. And so we all made fun of him. And then it came out that he was supposed to get his license back. The paperwork just didn't go through, and he was taking his wife to the hospital. So he was actually the good guy here, innocent. And I was so ashamed of you guys for believing me. You guys should have questioned me in the first place. You guys be better. Well, it turns out I was actually right all along. He never had a license to begin with. It was all his fault. And now I'm even more disappointed in you guys for not questioning the fact that I questioned myself. You guys, you're supposed to have my back more than that. Be better. Anyway, let's watch the video of him getting reamed out by the judge.
Let me make it very clear, based upon what the court looked at, he has never had a Michigan license, ever, and has never had a license in the other 49 states and commonwealths that form up this great union. He has never had a license.
But how do we go forward? And that's why I'm here.
Straight to jail.
Sort of minimize. You okay?
No, he's not okay. He going to jail.
He did get into an accident.
He's dumb.
Please,
he's a very dumb man.
Part of the reason I'm also doing this is because I think he was warned and released, didn't take care of it. And secondly, this has been out there for 9 years.
Well, I did not know about it, Your Honor. Okay. So,
Like, bitch, I didn't say you knew, but he knew. That's the problem. Anyway, fuck that guy. He is beyond parody. Once again, you guys never let me question myself. That's the moral of this story. Oh my God. Speaking of beyond parody, here's the cops. And how do they not see this? I know they think this is cool, the thin blue line, but you're actually marking every one of these things out. Honor, scratched out. Integrity, scratched out. Trust, scratched out. Transparency, scratched out. Accidentally based. Holy shit, you guys accidentally told the truth. What the fuck? Nice. Love it. More of that, dummies. Meanwhile, and I usually don't post videos of the biggest weasel of them all, David Pacman. Pro-genocide stooge. Somebody that nobody should fucking support, and also incredibly fucking boring little pussy weasel, David Pacman. But I had to share with you guys this one. So this guy got caught spending campaign money at strip clubs. Had to basically admit it because it was in his campaign finance forms that he submitted. And here he is on the David Pacman show trying to explain it away, trying to make David Pacman look bad for simply asking questions. And this is exactly how you make yourself look like even more of a weasel than David Pacman. Literally interrupting David Pacman continuously. Won't let him get a word in edgewise to try to make himself look better and David Pacman look stupid, but have the exact opposite effect. Let's have a look.
Who do you people think you're fooling?
I don't think we're fooling anybody.
Who do you people think you're fooling?
So the people who prepared
I answered your question.
The reports.
I answered the question.
I'm
the
trying
question
to
is no.
understand it, Royce. The people who prepared the reports.
The answer is no.
The
answer to your question is no.
I haven't even asked the question yet.
You did. You asked, did I spend campaign finance money on strippers?
And you responded, and now I want to ask a follow-up.
Okay.
Your claim is there were filings which said you spent campaign funds at a strip club, but they were incorrect filings.
No, they didn't say that I spent the funds at a strip club. Or no, let's say they didn't say that I spent the funds on strippers.
But it was spent at a strip club.
Well, strip club they sell food at the strip club, don't they?
So you've spent the money on food at a strip club. Is that more accurate?
You seem to be very unfamiliar with strippers and strip clubs and drag strip shows, so I'll inform you, maybe you aren't informed, that they do have food at strip clubs.
So what you're saying is the money was spent at a strip club.
No, wait, did you know that, though? Did you know that?
I know strip clubs have restaurants.
Have you ever been to a strip club?
One time.
Did you like the food?
No.
You got to go to better strip clubs then.
Okay, but so what you're saying is you did spend the money at strip clubs, but on food, is that right?
Well, I'm not saying that I spent the money. I'm saying that there was a filing on my FEC report that shouldn't have been there, and potentially should have been reimbursed by somebody who may have been at the strip club, but that there is food at the strip club. So to say it was spent on strippers is not based on factual evidence.
I didn't say that.
Especially not from the day you did.
I said it's strip club, not strippers.
No, well, okay. Well,
Which
that's
is the
what's
same thing you're
implied
saying,
by
right?
the Daily Beast.
It's the same thing you're saying, right? So we agree.
But that's what's been implied by the Daily
Money
Beast
was
and other people
spent
as well.
at a strip club by someone else in your campaign on
That's
food.
what's been implied by the
Literally just what you said. It was implied by you just now.
Daily Beast and other mainstream media outlets as well.
And what's the truth?
I just told you.
Someone else bought food at a strip club with campaign funds.
No, I told you about the FEC filing. You seem to have a lot of time for this one.
Well, it's because you're so obviously lying.
Okay. I'm so obviously lying.
Yes. Yeah, just tell me the truth. So did a staffer spend money on food at a strip club?
You white liberals have a lot of nerve.
That's identity politics.
You white liberals
Royce.
hate when black men vote Republican. You hate when black men say that they like being American.
That's what it is. You're not obviously a weasel trying to squirm your way out of answering a direct question. It's because he's white and he hates you.
Citizens. You hate when black men say that we want to have a border. You hate when black men say stop sending our money to the Ukraine, and you go to the WWE politics to try and defend your latent racism. That's what it is.
Hold on a second, Royce. Aren't you against identity politics?
No.
Clearly. Absolutely.
No,
so what are you talking about?
100%. Everything he's saying is identity politics in every way. He's using identity politics for himself. He's using identity politics against David Pacman. There is no more clear case of identity politics than this.
White liberals for, especially when
what do you
I'm
mean?
a Hispanic Jewish immigrant from Argentina.
right, but you have a white liberal ideology. That's what's funny about it.
Oh, that's something different. All right, Royce, listen, when you start hurling stuff around like that, we do have to end the interview.
You have a
right?
post-World War II democratic liberal order, white liberal ideology.
All right. The man who denounces identity politics is playing identity politics.
No, I'm not.
Royce,
Yes,
I really appreciate you being on today.
Your latent racism is obvious. Make sure you post the interview. Don't be a coward. And
feel free
to have me back on anytime so we can talk in detail where you don't cut me off. I like this.
Oh my God, that is beyond parody, folks. Where you don't cut me off. He literally spent the entire interview cutting David Pacman off, not letting him get his questions out or speak. Just no self-awareness. Way to make yourself look way worse.
Kind of stuff. You people don't.
I can assure you.
You people hope that every black Republican or black America First that shows up is going to kowtow and sort of, curl up and run into the corner when you cut people off. That don't bother me.
Royce, I can assure you,
women have
Royce, you're on a new topic now.
Feminists,
I can assure you, we will
radical
post the
feminists
interview,
in this country have certainly gotten way beyond the pale in terms of their ideology.
Royce,
100,000%.
You have my word.
You think it's okay to take little kids to drag stripper shows, but you don't think
the subject. Of course, he's got to move the subject to trans people, drag queens. Because that's all they can think of, folks. They have nothing else. Their brains are completely broken.
It's okay for grown men to get the chicken wings from strip clubs.
Royce,
you don't think that that's weird?
It sounds like a campaign finance violation. It's not my opinion. But Royce, we got to end the interview.
You can get food for donors. You can get food for donors from anywhere in the country you want.
We got to end the interview.
I could cater from Mr. Chow's, or I could get chicken wings from a strip club. That doesn't matter. But you want to take little kids to strip clubs, drag strip clubs.
All right,
and you think that's okay.
Best of luck with the campaign, okay?
Definitely. We all want to take little kids to drag strip clubs. Isn't that real life? He's definitely not trying to weasel his way out of the accusations. And speaking of which, this is so pathetic. Is there anything more pathetic than a Tesla owner? And once again, please do not key every Tesla you see. They have cameras in them. Seems bad. Anyway, imagine being so pathetic, being so pitiful that your entire personality is wrapped up in Elon Musk and the fact that you own a Tesla. It's somehow even sadder than Trump supporters. This guy sitting at a light, I guess he has a pretty good sports car. Tesla owner pulls up next to him, and this happens.
Yo! Dude, nice BMW.
Thanks, man.
Is that thing fast?
It's pretty fast, yeah.
How much horsepower are you pushing?
Like 500.
That's nothing. That's so slow.
That's pretty quick.
You want to see fast? I'll show you fast.
Ooh, so cool. I drive a big microwave. Shut the fuck up.
Imagine pulling up to somebody to specifically do that. And that's not the first time he's done that. Ha ha, look, my car's fast. Yeah, electric vehicles are fast. They go instantly when you push the gas. I guess they don't call it the gas anymore. The accelerator. Because the gas doesn't have to go to the engine and combust or anything. So they are very fast, but also, who gives a shit? God, that's so embarrassing. And if you want to compare your electric vehicle to an actual good electric vehicle, here's the Cybertruck versus the Ford Lightning. Go! And not any competition whatsoever. No! No, yep. Learn to love it, motherfuckers. Cybertruck, much like all of you, is a goddamn joke. Meanwhile, let us see this one. So you guys, I don't know if you're paying attention to the downfall of Brianna Wu, who I am told is a trans woman. I've heard people deny it, but I believe that she is a trans woman. Not that it matters, but she seems to have come out as a TERF. Shitting all over other trans women. She's jumped on the right-wing grift now. And also become incredibly pro-Israel. Pro-genocide. Just an incredibly horrible, horrible fucking piece of shit. So at first she was all like, exciting news! I'm going to be a senior producer on the Envy Desire sequel, which is all about toxic trans activism and the cost to trans people. What I love about @Basic Channel is she wants to have a conversation about trans issues. No one else will. Yeah, no one's having conversation about trans issues. Isn't that right? It's not like conservatives are talking about this constantly, forever, fucking always. It's a big secret. Broke brains. Excited to be part of all this. Yes, they wanted you, a trans woman who continually shits on other trans women, to be part of their anti-trans documentary. But here's the rub. They're not on board with her pro-genocide stance. They're evil, but they're not that evil. So the next thing you know, the woman that Basic Channel, was just filleting. A statement from myself and Self-Help Films regarding Brianna Wu. We have decided to end our association with Brianna Wu, who was initially engaged to help with fundraising for our upcoming film, the sequel to Envy Desire, titled Summer in St. Anger. Unfortunately, Brianna's contributions have not met the needs and expectations required to advance our goals effectively. She was unable to deliver what was needed for the project, and it has become increasingly clear that we do not share the same values politically and interpersonally, and some of her recent political takes are indefensible and do not reflect mine or anyone else at Self-Help Films. Summer in St. Anger aims to speak to a different audience, and we believe it is essential to work with partners who align with our principles and vision. Thank you for your understanding and support. We look forward to sharing more updates and creating more positive collaboration. So, ha! I love it. Grifters turning against each other. And, of course, your shitty movie is going to fail miserably because you're all talentless. Meanwhile, I didn't have a religious bullshit tonight because I didn't have enough material for it, so I put this in the Beyond Parody section, and it definitely belongs. Folks, cringe warning for those susceptible to cringe-induced injuries. You guys know what you need at church. A smooth criminal.
So God can do for you what nobody else can do for you. What would you do? Oh, come on, let's go. Come on. Let's go. The devil tried to block me, tried to stop me, but no. Tried to steal my blessing, but God said, oh, no. I'ma send some angels to help my remnant. They're gonna see my goodness in the end time like never before. Devil, do you really think you can stop them? You can block them, devil. Do you really think you can stop them or block them, devil? Do you really think you can stop them or block them, devil? By the power of the blood, you are defeated.
Awesome lyrics. Definitely off the top of his head.
Oh no! That's so God,
embarrassing. Good God, Christians, no. All of the no. Stop immediately. Cease and desist. Michael Jackson rolling over in his grave. And then on Beyond Parody. It's their entire personality, folks. So sad for the people that claim this generation needs participation trophies. Here's all your Confederate flags from you fucking traitorous losers. And of course, Trump mixed in with it. Because they have to be as deplorable as they possibly can be. You know, the only reason they're doing this is to try to trigger people. Are you triggered? Are you triggered by how awful you are? I mean, yes, we're eye-rolling at you by how lame you are, if that's what you mean. Big victory for you there. Another example. Imagine having this much money and this is what you spend it on, folks. Eat the fucking rich. Nothing else going on in their life. Have to make their whole personality about it. So sad and so pitiful. But you do you. Waste your money on any fucking thing you want to. At least that's less money for your stupid kids. And then, last but not least, this video might be kind of old, but I've never seen it before. The question is there any line that is too far for Trump supporters to stop supporting Trump? So they created a fake leaked audio of Trump saying the most crazy, outrageous, disgusting shit to see if his supporters would condemn him for it. Guess what happened?
I'm gonna jump right into it. We're gonna roll. We're gonna start out, and I want to share some leaked audio. And you know, this is audio of Trump saying some things, and we need your candid thoughts on what to do. Right? This is not out at this point, but we need to have a plan in place on how to react and respond to this stuff if it ends up hitting the media.
Look, I need cameras in the dressing room. You know, cameras on the wall, cameras on the floor, aimed up at their whatevers.
It says Miss Teen USA August 6th, folks. So supposedly, from what these people know, he's saying this about underage teenage girls.
I want the best cameras set up by the best Chinamen. Understand?
Yeah, well, that could be a violation of...
It's to make sure that they're safe.
Dave?
I mean, look, I can't be there all day. I'll just start grabbing them. Believe me, for them, not me. I'm a man. They're beautiful women. It's totally natural. You know, sometimes I'll walk in naked. So then we're all naked. I mean, if they file a complaint against me, I can file it right back at them. The Jew lawyer taught me that one.
Well, this is obviously old. It's before he decided he was going to be a politician. I personally don't care. I just don't care.
Okay. I don't care that he wanted to film underage girls and talked about grabbing them naked. Why would I care about that? But I'm real worried about Drag Queen Story Hour.
I like him because he says all. I like him because he says all that. We love it when he's
love it when he talks about filming underage girls and being naked with them and grabbing them. We just love that. He's so honest. And finally, a pedophile just admits they're a pedophile. That's refreshing. That's what we love about him.
He says what everybody thinks and won't say.
Look, I need cameras in the dressing room, you know.
And with that personality goes those kind of comments most of the time.
As a man, I know I've been in situations, we've been in locker rooms, we've been...
First off, little weak pussy, you ain't a man. I'm a man. I've been in locker rooms all the time where we talk about filming underage girls and grabbing them without their permission. That's what you do when you're a man.
This ain't what we talk in the locker room about, and I'm pretty sure he ain't been in no locker room.
It's man talk.
I want the best cameras set up by the best Chinamen.
I've done it, said it. They've done it, said it.
Oh, really?
I've been around plenty of men, professional. I mean, you name it. Every man has said something to the effects. Move on to the next one.
We'll be back. These people hate men. They really fucking do. This is what they think of men. They have no respect for men whatsoever. And they're the ones continuously saying, oh my God, the feminists. Trying to make men look bad, trying to make men feel bad for being men. No, it's you guys doing it. You guys make me feel disgusting for being a man if this is what you think being a man is.
Lots more of Donald Trump. Don't go away.
Okay, so am I doing all right, Larry? Because I'm a little woozy. I just get back from giving blood for this paternity test.
So what do they have to say?
It's for Ivanka. I'm double checking that she's really my daughter. You know, I don't want to go my whole life and find out that she was fair game after all, you know?
Your own daughter.
It's just that she's voluptuous, successful, and, you know, frankly, I heard she's great in bed.
And we're back in 5,
Okay.
4.
We're back with Donald Trump. We're going to be all over the board tonight.
Okay, so how do you feel about this one?
He's complimenting his daughter.
You know, I don't want to go my whole life and find out that she was fair game after.
Yes, it's crass because that is his own daughter.
Frankly, I heard she's great in bed.
He's still a human male.
Does oral count as incest?
We're back with Donald Trump. We're going to be all over the board tonight.
Okay, so...
Yep, so nothing. Literally nothing. I want to fuck my own daughter. I want to be a pedophile. It's a cult. What can you say? We've said it 1,000,000 times, but it's true every time we say it. I don't know how anybody denies it. Nothing going on in their head, but 100% worship for their cult leader at all times, regardless of how ridiculous it is. And smooth brains, hell yeah. Pretty funny though, I like that. That was a good prank. They are gross, Trump supporters. This double edited bullshit. Are you a Trump supporter, Rod? Are you mad that we're making fun of your daddy? You gonna cry about it? But we have a mind virus, I know, right? Broke brains. Nothing going on up there. Have no personality. Everything is revolved around Donald Trump. Yeah, it's just guy talk. Every guy talks about fucking their own daughter. It was a long time ago. Yeah, I know, right? And all right, folks, we're going to do some overtime. Haven't done overtime in a long time. And who loves overtime? You love overtime. So reward me for overtime. Hell yeah. I got a couple palate cleansers. Then we're going to finish it out and do our long ass after party. And all right, get ready for some palate cleansers. Prepare to be cleansed, my children. And first off, on tonight's palate cleansers, this one's cute. This old baby pretended to be asleep so he doesn't have to get out of bed.
Look at me.
He got his little eye open. You can't see me.
You peek.
Get my eyes cracked. He's like, yeah, I got caught. You cute little motherfucker. That's adorable. That's adorable. And then, this is what family should be about, folks. Apparently they had a baby that was born deaf. So how do they tackle that? They all get together and they practice doing sign language right in front of the baby. So the baby just feels like it's normal. So it becomes an everyday part of the routine for the baby.
C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O,
It's a big family. It's a lot of white folks. So that's sweet. Every kid should have that kind of support system. It would be nice. And then I like this one. When she flipped the switch, I don't even know what that means. She didn't flip no switch. This security guard flipped the switch. I don't know if this is a real video. It's probably fake, but I liked it anyway. Oh shit, I can't play this.
Somebody, yeah, I wanna dance with somebody who loves me. Ooh.
It's my Mariah Carey. Hell yeah, nailed it. And yeah, I like that. He has Riz, all kinds of Riz. Last but not least, another funny video I saw. I like this prank, folks. Trying to make motherfuckers believe there's a glitch in the Matrix.
Dude, I like that skate, dude. Is that an FA?
No.
Okay.
Where'd you get it? I'm not gonna play all of this. I'm just gonna play some of it. So basically, the prank is two twins dressed exactly the same. Guy runs into one twin, and then after he runs into him, the twin like disappears, and the other twin comes out like he's running into him again, but he got to front him somehow. So it's like deja vu, glitch in the Matrix.
Whoa! What the fuck? It's not an FA. Wait, what? Where'd you get that board, bro? You alright?
I was tripping as fuck.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, bro. Apologize. Hey, man.
It's like, wait a minute. What the fuck? Like, gotta do a double take. What just happened?
Did I see you earlier? Well, that's weird. Sorry, I got deja vu, man. Yeah, did you too? Yeah. What the? That's weird, man.
Make you reconsider your own reality. Question your existence. What? Weren't you just behind me? What is happening?
What's up?
Did you just toss me that?
Sure.
That's yours, right?
Yeah. Thanks, take care of it.
Like, what?
Yeah, thanks, man. Cool.
He had to look at his hand. Like, am I awake right now? Is this real life?
You know where MedSci is? Like this program for Starbucks and stuff like that?
It's like over there.
Oh, cool. I like your shirt a lot.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Hey, good to see you again.
She's like, what? Do you have a portal?
Bro, those are some gnarly glasses, man. Sick. Sorry, where'd you get them, man? I was actually thinking about getting them for like $6.99. I got fucking those Oakleys.
Oh, that tripped me out.
What happened?
That tripped me out.
Okay, cool. Where'd you get them?
Amazon.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
One
Are
more.
these palm trees real? You guys know?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they seem fake.
Yeah, triplets,
No, I
quadruplets would
think
be good.
they're
Is it real?
Yeah.
What? I thought they're fake. Sorry. I don't think they're real. Nah, sure don't seem real to me.
None of this is real.
What just happened?
What just happened?
You're freaking me out.
You got
No, I'm
pranked?
sorry if I did that.
Where's Ashton Kutcher? You guys got punked. And all right, that's all I'm going to show. Hell yeah. And folks, tonight, look at all this after party we got from here all the way down to here. It's a whole nother giant fucking show coming up right now, especially for all you Dust Buddies and you patrons. So if all you got a free Dust Buddy membership, better show up tonight and thank the heroes that gave you one. Greatest women show ever. Thank you, Blazing Chronic, for your honesty and your sexiness. And Rockets, hey, what AI do you use? I already answered that. Is this old? That's old. Okay. Leonardo. Dave, my buddy Dave. 10. Count them 10 Dust Buddy memberships. Thank you for your socialism, Dave. Everybody. After party night. Thank Dave. Fred Ricks, I'm so confused. The Confederacy only existed for 4 years. What are they proud of? Racism. Glad to clear that up, Fred. And now we get to try to make this scroll up. You can do it. You can scroll. Come on. There you go. And it scrolls up 10 motherfucking times. 10 motherfucking times. This is impossible to do this shit. All right, let me try something different. Let me go to that. God damn it, this computer's so slow. It's insane how slow this fucking shit is. Let me try to do it the other way. Go to earn. And then I'll go to super chats and see if this fucking works. All right, showing some of them. BBC, I debated ChatGPT today on whether or not Israel is doing a genocide. ChatGPT, after about 3 hours, it agreed with me. Even ChatGPT is a Zionist, a genocide apologist. Anywho, who have a great week. And hey, thank you, BBC. Yeah, I talk to ChatGPT so much now. It's like my best friend, and you can reason with it if you talk to it enough. Very cool. And Dave, $100, very, very generous. Pacman was good on Piers Morgan, too. What did he say to Piers? Wasn't about Palestine, was it? Pity he's a total douche. IDF supporter, so negates everything. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, it's like when Destiny does something based or good. I still won't cover it because fuck that guy. But don't fuck you, Dave. You're one of the good ones. I appreciate you and love you. Thank you, man. Water Polo Wizard, $5 Australian. Well, they're not wrong. Money spent at strip clubs goes to the owners, not the strippers. Always put your money directly in their G-string. I ain't paying no woman. Women should pay me, baby. Agent Orange, $50. Pacman should have turned it around on that guy. What do you mean, you people? I would have said that, but can't expect the weasel to come up with that one. Fred Ricks, $5. My children have lost Jewish friends over this. Their friends would not accept a simple logic. Lifetime friendship. God, I know it's so sad. How can anyone be on Israel's side at this point? But it's because they don't give a shit. Really, it's racism. Until we create societies with laws, not rules, conventions, traditions to curb mankind's worst instincts, greed, fear, etc., man will suffer societal collapse. We deserve to at this point. Long past due. Greatest women show ever. Thank you, Blazing Chronic. Appreciate you. All right. Simpsons did it. Blinky, three-eyed fish. Simpsons predict everything. The word woke is like a secret password. Don't let them in. Fred Ricks. The musical styling said a firm head shake away. I already read that. Make sure I didn't miss any. Okay, I think I caught them all. All right, good. I'm all caught up. And I see one more. Butt ponies, please, for Janet. All right, I will play butt ponies for Janet. Just for you, Janet. And folks, if you're not a Dust Buddy or a patron, then I will see you on Monday, hell yeah, I get the weekend off. So Monday for another episode of the world's greatest show. Be sure to tune in then. Butt Ponies by Dusty Smith. I'm talking to my computer, and here you go, boom. Butt Ponies by Dusty Smith. Hey, this is on Spotify. What up? I didn't even know that was on Spotify. Is it going to play?
I see dead people.
That is not Butt Ponies.
Put it on that beat. Nope.
Hey. What is that? None of this. It's mine. Okay. On the wall. Apparently other people have my song up under, they have their songs under my name on Spotify. Well, that's awesome. Okay. There's several of them. Okay, well, that's fucking crazy. Is it this one? Oh, here we go. All right. I'll have to go to my own. Come on and hit them up. All right, cool. We did it. Hell yeah. Folks, we'll be back on Monday. It's only a weekend away, so make plans to join the greatest one-man show in the history of all mankind. Eric, thank you for going, Dust Buddy. Appreciate you. Remember 10 months. You guys have a good weekend out there. As always, please leave comments. Please go to my Patreon. Sign up for my Patreon. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. All of the things. Do it to it. Link in the description of the video for my Spotify, my Patreon, my Animal Sanctuary wish list. All of it. You guys have a good weekend out there. But definitely, if you're a member, show up to after party night because we have a big one. And, all right, I've already given these little motherfuckers so many treats tonight, they probably don't even want any more. But we'll see. They ate the whole box. They hit this whole box during the show. There's only 2 of them. Oh, God, that was way too many. That's way too many. You don't need all that. You're going to get fat. Where are the rest of you guys at? There's like 50 cats in here. See, my cats are so spoiled. I can't even coax them out with treats anymore. They're like, you're going to give us treats again in 10 minutes after the show's over, so give us shit. Come on, kitty, come on. All right, fuck all y'all. You're worthless. Love the shit out of you guys. See you on Monday. Have a good one. And as always, till next time, Logic. Fuck yes. Good night. Pick one volume. I can make sure you don't hear any of this ever again, if that works for you. Sorry, I don't mean to be a dickhead, but I am kind of a dickhead. That's not the way you ask me anything. I say, hey, Dustin, your volumes are not quite all together. And give me some tips and shit. But for being a dickhead to me just makes me want to jettison you to the sun. So, like, I'll watch your fucking mouth if I were you. But I love you still. But still, watch your fucking mouth. Switch over now. Except for you, Mark Gabriel. It's so slow, it won't let me in the show. In the show already. Fucker. Don't play the end before it plays the song. End. Don't play this. Fuck. End. Don't. They're gonna copyright me. End. Hit the. Oh my God. Don't play this. Fuck.